Sometimes it's so easy to get stuck in all these views and algorithm gibberish that is going on. So you want to just imitate everybody that you see. Any video that goes viral, boom, I want to try it out. Well, guess what? You might want to do something like this, but you don't have the skills to, neither do you have the money. So then you want to do something like this. Maybe you don't even still know how to do it. Then you're like, okay, maybe I want to do something that is no facer like this. But unfortunately, you still have no idea how to do it. And you think you want to imitate what they're doing because it kind of like went viral. But the truth that is there is, you want to also do something as mind-blowing as this. What you don't get is the battle isn't between you and them. The battle is between you and you. And what do I mean when I say the battle is between you and you? Yeah, think of YouTube like a battle. Why? Because you're trying to compete against millions and millions of people uploading videos every single day. What makes me want to watch your video? What makes the viewers want to leave the other videos they see and choose yours? Now that's what really matters at the end of the day. It's not about copying theirs. I mean, you might try to copy theirs and you get a failure because you are not as good as them in doing what they're doing. But what makes you stand out is what will make them to be able to click and watch your video, staying in it, being stuck, being interested in it. Well, you do not need to be like everybody else. You need to be like you. That's what you just need to know. People will tell you, hey, just go around, copy what's trending. To be honest, I'm going to be honest with you. When you copy what's trending, you tend to get views. Imitating people isn't the problem. Doing a video without adding extra value is the problem. I mean, someone does a video saying, oh, Lionel Messi has 7 goals, and then me too, I just do the same video, hey, Lionel Messi has 7 goals, and then 1 million others do the same thing. What is the probability of me being the one to stand out? It gets lower. So it's not about copying every trend, it's about using every trend that you see to be unique with it. You get. To be honest, I always tell people that I'm not the type of person that will tell you to chase trends, and that's the truth. I tell you to be unique. You see that thing that your audience like, figure it out. Because once your audience likes something, once you do a particular stuff that your audience like, or you're doing series of things, to be honest, you don't need to be stuck at one thing. Contrary to what they may tell you, choose one thing, stick to it. I'm not with that. I'm not with that. You can decide to choose one thing, stick to it so you could focus. That's perfect. But let me tell you, if you have multiple things that you are doing that attracts the attention of your viewers and they love it, then do it. The main thing is for you to satisfy your viewers. Now, don't think of it like you're uploading a video for the algorithm. Don't think of it like you are trying to challenge that big creator. Don't think of it like you're trying to challenge that your friend that went viral last week. Think of it like you're trying to challenge your last video. Now, let's say your last video got 0 views. Try to get 1 view the next time. Be 1% better. I try to tell people, I mean, if you're seeing that little progress, from 10 views, you see 12 views, I mean, give yourself a round of applause. 12 people clapped for you. 12 people loved your video. How often did they watch it? That's the next thing you should check. Like, did they come back to watch it? Did they watch your video and enjoy it? Did they love it? Did they stay long enough to prove that they love it? Did they click that like button? How many of them clicked that like button? How many of them commented? Did it relate to them enough for them to be able to comment, oh, this video is funny. Oh wow, I really think you're making sense because I thought about this yesterday and it was blah blah blah. You see, all those little things means that your audience are relating with you. It's just a matter of time before you start exploding. Until you start getting those type of comments, until you start seeing people relating like that, you are far from exploding. So it's not about the algorithm, it's about you and what you bring to your audience face to see. I mean, when you do something nice, sometimes nobody sees it, right? You feel like that's the algorithm. Sometimes the algorithm can be at fault, to be honest, by showing your videos to nobody, and that's trust issues. But as long as you've done your settings, you've done everything, you are more than guaranteed to at least get a few people to see your videos, even if it's just like 100, to be honest, for a start, the algorithm will still show a little set of people. But when it sees that you continually have bad videos, like people are not clicking, people are not watching, and even when they watch, they don't stay long, they stay less than 30 seconds. What does the algorithm do? It throws your video in the trash. So I'm not here to like destroy the YouTube coaches, the stuff they've said, or all the gurus and the stuff they've been saying. All I'm just trying to tell you is be logical. You're not making videos for the algorithm, you're making videos for audience, you understand? And your main battle is you. Try to be better than your next video each time, that's all. Try to put more effort in your next video. And then the next. And notice the little changes, the little things you see. And then you can watch another person's video in your niche and see what they're doing. And try to like work on that, try to make yours a little bit better than theirs. I really don't mind if people say, oh, my videos are bad. Why? Because when they say my videos are bad, I want more information. Why do you say my videos are bad? What's the problem? Is it what I'm saying? Oh, if you don't accept what I'm saying, it's fine. But this and this is the reason why I said that. But it's pretty okay if you have another idea. Let me hear it. I love people commenting. I want to always hear from people, you understand? And if you're watching this video right now and you reached here, congratulations, because I loved the fact that you took your time to watch my video and I really appreciate it. But I want you to also drop a comment and tell me what you feel about this video and what I'm saying. If you feel like I'm not saying anything sensible, you can say it. If you feel like I said something sensible but you have another idea, I believe you should say it too. I want to learn from you too. So it's fine. You can't know everything, as I said in my last video. You can't know everything. So while you're watching other people's videos, people that are ahead of you, I'm not talking about YouTube gurus and YouTube coaches. I'm talking about people that are doing things that you are doing. You get, if you're like niche bending and you have someone that is doing something that is specifically or almost the same to what you're doing, then watch the person's video. If you see the person is getting the views that you like, getting the comments, watch the person's videos and learn from what the person is doing. You understand? Yeah, the person doesn't need to teach you. You just need to watch the video, understand the structures and learn from it. And you do not need to do exactly what they did. You can improve on that. And it's about time. You give yourself a little bit of time and see what will happen. But me saying giving yourself a little bit of time doesn't mean that you just keep uploading, keep uploading, keep uploading. I tell people after 6 videos, if you're not seeing any progress, then change your pattern because something is wrong. I'm not in for that 10 videos. To be honest, at the 4th video, I begin to tell myself, I need to ask myself a question. Is it making progress or is it failing? And if I can't find the reason why it's failing, then I think I need to stop at that point. You understand? That being said, be 1% better. Fight your last video. Fight your best video. Try to be better every time you try to do your videos. You tell yourself, oh, I got 10,000 views this last time and that was my best. I want to get 16,000 views this time. I want to get 20,000 views. I want to get 50,000 views this time. You have to try your best to beat yourself, not to try and be better than those big creators you see. Beat your best first. And then within no time, you see yourself up there. Mind you, you should also be careful of the advice that you take on YouTube because it can either make or break you, because I've seen a lot of people giving wrong advices on YouTube and a lot of people following up with it. I said that in my last video, I talked about it, and I want you to put that in play because if you're not careful, you end up jeopardizing your channel's chances of blowing up. You understand? So try and avoid doing every single advice everybody gives on YouTube. And as I said, if you feel that the advice I give is wrong, then you should drop your own advice in the comment section. I would love to hear from you without feeling bad about it. So you're all welcome to comment on my videos and discuss with me. I mean, we're all family, to be honest, and we're all here trying to like make our channels to work, right? Well, welcome. comment, talk, speak. I love everything about hearing about what people think and all of that. So you're always welcome to drop your comment, drop your mind, say what you feel, and that's fine. But take this home with you. Always remember, do not focus on every single thing they tell you to do online, and stop trying to fight top creators to become a top creator like them. Rather, try to find your best video to outperform it each time you upload a new one. That's just it. And stop making videos for the algorithm and start making videos that pleases your audience. Just that simple. I hope you understood everything I did today, because if not, that's just gonna be a waste. Well, you have the comment section to tell me what you feel like, and you have my email to send me a mail.